Welcome back to Open Window Politics. Today we're going to be going through the odds of Democrats retaking the House coming up in the midterms this November. So starting off with the 270 consensus map, we have 210 seats for the Democrats to 206 for the Republicans. Democrats at the moment, of course, don't have the majority in the House. Republicans have a very slim majority, and they're hoping to maintain it for after 2026. Democrats are put in a good position with 210 seats in the safe, likely, and lean characterization ratings, with 206 for Republicans in the lean, likely, and safe rating. Democrats wouldn't have to win too many seats to gain control of Congress. They would need to win 8 of the 19 truly competitive House races, and they can fairly easily get to that. I think it will still be somewhat of a task, but I think Democrats are definitely well positioned to achieve that. There are 2 in Iowa. Both of these districts I would probably predict to end up in the Democrats' column. We're going to fix that. So that is going to be the 2 districts there. In Iowa in 2018, if I remember correctly, even that likely Republican district there in the corner of Iowa also went to Democrats. I think it was a close call. But Democrats are most likely going to win those 2 seats in Iowa. There's 2 in Arizona, a couple in California, scattered throughout the East Coast. We've got some in Virginia, a couple in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. And Democrats are well positioned to win this seat here in the area right above Denver. It's hard to click on that district because it's so small, but Democrats are well positioned to probably win that seat, so that's going to be 1 more. Democrats already control, if I remember correctly, the seat here in the Vancouver area in Washington State, so that brings them to 13. Democrats have put a lot of fundraising and efforts into winning this seat in Wisconsin, and I think would most likely be able to do so. There are going to be a couple, looks like there's 2 districts in California that could play a role in deciding Senate out or the House outcome. And I think there is even a legitimate possibility that Republicans may end up losing some of the lean and maybe even likely seats. I think the lean, of course, are more likely for Democrats to pick up than the likely state seats, but there are Democrats have even put money into the district there in Montana's first. That's in the likely column, and then 1 or 2 in Colorado. I think the other one was supposed to be safe. We can fix that real quick. But a couple other, there's a likely seat there in Arizona that actually I think did go to the Democrats last time around, or in 2018. And a couple other Democrats are also gaining seats just with the safe, likely, and lean states characterized. For example, the seat in Nebraska, this is currently a Republican Don Bacon's seat, and he has kind of defied the odds and won as a Republican in a district that usually votes blue. The district voted for Harris in 2024, even though Harris did not do well in electoral performance in 2024. It was kind of the one glimmer of hope that Democrats had, was that she was able to win the competitive district there in Omaha, and that district is now in the lean blue, so that's going to be an easy flip for Democrats. And there are going to be a couple other races to keep an eye out for, but there really are very few swing districts. Most of the seats are pretty locked up for either Republicans or Democrats. There has been quite a bit of gerrymandering, as you've probably seen going on in the news. Kind of started with the new Texas map that Republicans put forward that aimed to gain or to have Republicans hold the House by granting them 5 more seats. And then, of course, Gavin Newsom reacted, and Democrats in general reacted to this decision by developing Prop 50, which decided whether or not California would temporarily forego the Independent Redistricting Commission in favor of a Democratic map that aimed to counterbalance the Republican gains in Texas. with Democratic gains in California. So that's been an interesting situation. A couple other states have followed suit with some interesting redistricting. Most people would call it gerrymandering. Both parties definitely are responsible and have done this before. It's not very new. It's been going on for a while, but there are enough competitive seats that I think Democrats would still are most likely going to take back the House. This happens virtually every time the party that is not in control of the executive virtually always gains control of at least the House. I think the Senate is a possibility, but it is far less likely for Democrats to gain control of. But right now, I'd put the House at pretty good odds of ending up in Democratic control following the midterms this November. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks.